After the first of the year, I began to meticulously and carefully read and ponder the four Gospels again. I began with the Gospel of Mark, and each day I read a large portion and then a smaller portion. I paid attention to every word and part of the text and story. I asked questions, I meditated, I contemplated, and I sought to ask the Spirit to help me apply the reading to my own heart. It was fitting that when I came to Mark 14 and 15, it was just before and during the days of Holy Week. In Mark chapter 14, verse 32 to 42, we're given Mark's account, probably Peter's observation that was given to Mark who wrote it, of Jesus falling on the ground in the Garden of Gethsemane in prayer. We're told in verse 36 that he prayed, "Abba, Father, all things are possible for you. Take this cup away from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what you will." I was struck as I read these words that this is the only record in the Gospels of Jesus praying in his native language, Aramaic. Peter certainly would be witness to this and a good record for it. It requires us, I believe, to take to heart the humanity of our Lord, pouring out his heart in his native tongue to his Father in heaven. It's also interesting that nowhere else in all of ancient literature is God ever referred to by the word Abba. Abba. You've heard it said that Abba means daddy or papa. That's good, but it's richer and even deeper than those English words. It's also interesting to me that Paul, who was Peter's companion, must have heard of this same prayer, for twice Paul employs it in his epistles. In Romans 8, verse 15, he says that God gave to us the spirit of sonship. Thus, not the spirit of slavery or fear. We cry out from our heart, says Paul, "Abba, Father." And then in Galatians 4:6, Paul says God sent the Spirit of His Son into our hearts. Thus, or therefore, the Spirit cries out from within us, "Abba, Father." I believe that you can face the crises and the trials of the present and of the future in life and in death. And I believe that your life, your prayer, and all that you are will be changed when you too cry out by the Spirit of God from your heart, "Abba, Father."